Hello, 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 everybody. Trinity here from Esoteria LLC. If this is your first time seeing me, welcome to 12-Step Tarot. And if you're returning, welcome back. You are the best collective on the internet. And I don't have that's just my opinion, but I also am the only person whose opinion counts. So anyway, I have been getting some messages that someone or something has been trying to get your attention. Okay, so normally I do a 12-step tarot. I am not sure that this is going to be 12 steps or not. So we're just going to find out. However, I have got the Citadel Oracle today. I have got the Angel Answers Oracle today. I've got the Phoenix Oracle, and I have the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. So we're going to do a little digging. We're going to find out who or what. It could be a person. It could be a guide. We don't know. Who's trying to get your attention? What messages have you been ignoring? What have I been ignoring? Because this is for me too. Because I keep getting like bump in my environment. Now, I also was like, okay, does this mean a baby bump? Is somebody pregnant and I don't know about it? If you are, and you have not told anyone, and I am catching in on that energy, let me be the first person to tell you congratulations. Okay? Let's go ahead and cleanse this energy and get started with the reading. I have got so many good things happening in my life right now, and it is just such a lovely thing to be able to share them with you guys. Let's go ahead and cleanse my energy. We're going to go ahead and get all over you. There we go. Ah, the smell of sage in the morning, or in the afternoon, or in the evening, whenever you're watching this. Okay. And I don't know if you noticed, but I cut my hair even shorter. Somebody's like, oh, you shouldn't have cut your hair. It doesn't look as feminine. You should have called me first. And so I cut it shorter. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Citadel Oracle first to give us kind of a little idea of the energy of who is trying to get into contact with us. Spirit, what is the energy of the person or spirit guides or whatever entity is trying to get our attention? Who do we need to be looking out for and paying attention to? The Archer, biding your time, planning ahead. I'm being told 3. And here's the third one. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Got the Herald, small regrets and longing. And then the Sleeper, cause, effect, and clarity. I love this deck. I love any card that's not like a rectangle, especially if it has foil on it. All right, so the first thing that is jumping out to me, you may be a Sagittarius, so the person who's trying to get your attention may be a Sagittarius or have Sagittarius heavy in their birth chart. They may be named Harold. And if you watch me, you know I just had a reading where I found out that the guy who used to own this house is named Harold, so it could be that person who's trying to get a hold of me. You know, hopefully there's nothing wrong with my house. Please let there be nothing wrong with my house. All right. But the other thing that's happening here, I'm seeing not just moon shapes, like crescent moon shapes in this, but I'm also seeing one eye open and one eye closed. So it's almost like winking at you. Okay. I have a feeling that this is either someone who is passed on, or I don't think that this is a living human being. I think that this is either a spirit guide or an ancestor winking back at you, okay? So if you had someone who you knew in this life who was familiar. Sorry, I just noticed that my plant seems to have moved. I wonder if I don't have a deer that comes out here who's like pulling, because I keep getting, okay, so we're going to stop the reading for just a second. I keep seeing these crookneck squashes, these little babies, and I get so excited because I'm putting all this energy and effort into, growing things, and then all of a sudden they disappear. And now the plant is completely pulled out. I wonder if I don't have a deer that comes in. And remember, everything that happens in my readings is significant. Deer usually represents family and loyalty, so I would not be surprised if this is a passed on loved one, like a grandfather or an aunt or an uncle who has passed on. Specifically, if you had someone who used to wink at you, like with that little knowing grin, and that's kind of what I'm seeing. So it's somebody who used to wink at you. They may have driven a truck, because I'm seeing a truck drive past right now. Let's see, Spirit. Let's use the Angel Answers deck really quick. See if we can't. All right. Remain positive. So the message is, don't take life too seriously. That little wink is almost like, they crack a joke and you look at them like, are you serious? And then they wink at you like, no, I'm really not. So maybe not taking life so seriously is a big important thing. All right, so I'm going to start channeling some messages from them before I move on to the other cards. You have been dealing with a raging inner critic. You've been beating yourself up, taking yourself way too seriously. If you are a 12-stepper, remember Rule 62. We don't take things that seriously. Life is hard enough. We do not need to be solemn, I'm hearing. Yeah. Like, lighten up and have a little fun. Okay. So this is more of a lighthearted reading, which is nice. I like those. Because I tell you what, when I get called to pull my sacred woundings or my dark mirror oracles, I'm like, oh God, it's a step 6 and 7 reading. All right, so we have awakening. All right, so it's time to go out and have fun. That's what you're awakening to, is the fact that, it's this whole spiritual path, the dark night of the soul, seems to be over. And remember, we've got this sleeper card here. And let's see, cause and effect, clarity. So if you have been seeking answers about a problem that you've been worried about or anxious about, getting good sleep will help you, simply because you're going to be getting messages in the dream state. Okay. And then you're going to awaken to some clarity about this by going out and having a good time, having some fun, and remaining positive. Find a group of friends who are not, constantly bitching, I guess, is a good thing. And if you have been constantly bitching, it is time to get your head out of your butt. Okay? Life is full of blessings. If you focus on those blessings and have gratitude for those blessings, it begets even more blessings. So it's time to really change our inner thought process to a more positive outlook on life. That will really tremendously help you, and it will also give you the clarity that you need of the problem that you've been having, okay? Let's see. We don't have numbers on these, so let's hope that these are in alphabetical order. Awakening, yes. This card represents a major step toward expanding your consciousness, as well as the insight that a deep trust in everything that exists forms the foundation of your awakening. Okay? This magnificent phoenix has come to help your awakening. Prepare for an expansion of consciousness on your soul path that will be the leap into divine light. Those who attempt this are initially blinded and can see nothing, making trust essential. Personal awakening can only be achieved by crossing this bridge. By trusting, you will recognize and draw out your true divine self. It will allow you to develop beyond yourself, achieve all your goals, and to create a happy life. Mother Earth has given you the gift of nourishing and fortifying energy that you, as an incarnated soul, require in order to receive and accept divine light. Over the coming months, it will change, spread out within you and you as you awaken and change. Do not doubt that you are now ready for this, no matter who or where you are. The exercise associated with this, if possible, and providing circumstances allow, recite this prayer daily or at least 5 times a week for a long period of time, ideally for more than 7 months, in order for its effects to be noticeable. Divine source of all being, look down upon your daughter or son and bless me such that I may become a blessing. Here I stand, filled with humility, and I ask you for trust. Let there be trust within me and around me. It is for this that I now ask. I recognize that I am the focal point of my universe, and I accept responsibility for my thoughts, words, and deeds. However, I now need your help. Grant me this request and let me trust in all that exists. Flow to me from your divine core. I am ready to receive it. I am ready to experience divine awakening. This is my prayer. My entreaty, grant me the radiant light of your grace. Amen. Now take 3 deep breaths of sparkling blue light and say aloud, I trust life and my divine guidance. Okay? So, again, this is talking about your thought process. You're going to start seeing your manifestations coming in. If you have been really like scripting and praying and doing the next right thing, if you're in a 12-step fellowship, working your steps, this is going to be blessings starting to come in, things starting to manifest for you. Okay. And I can speak from experience. See that every time I level up these blessings, I go through a period of kind of, it's almost like the universe takes a bulldozer to my life to make room for what else it's going to build. And every single time it builds something new, it's even bigger and better than it was before. So please trust this process, okay? I also have a prayer that I say every day and have for the last 4 years. And this is an exercise that I recommend to my sponsees. So I'm going to recommend it to you, especially if you are in a 12-step program. It is, Mother, Father, God, I thank you for this day. I thank you for making me a channel of thy love, peace, and power as you mold me into the best example of your will on earth to anyone put before me today. Please give me energy and strength as I go out from here and do thy bidding. Divorce me of selfishness and self-centeredness. Divest me of self-seeking motives, self-pity, and dishonesty. Give me clarity, focus, and follow-through to reach my full potential with right thought, right action, and right spiritual intention as I go about my day. Help me to discern who and how and when to be of service to you and my fellows, and give me anything that I may need to handle any troublesome issues that may come my way today. May I do thy will always. Amen. That is something that I have kind of manufactured over time. I've built it. You can see there's like the 3rd-step prayer in there. There's the 7th-step prayer in there. There's the St. Francis prayer in there. You can take bits and pieces of prayers that you really like and make your own prayer. Or you can take a prayer like the Lord's Prayer and write it in your own words and say that. There is so much more power when you understand the intention of why you're saying it instead of just reciting what somebody else wrote. Okay? That is going to be a pivotal change in your spiritual hygiene and your recovery, quite frankly. If you can write something that means a lot to you and say it to the universe as a prayer, okay? Then you're going to do a little period of meditation. 5 to 10 minutes is all you need. If you can't do 5 to 10 minutes, if that sounds like too much, start with 1 minute. Start with 30 seconds. I don't care what it is. Start small and grow it. Meditation is a practice until it practices you, but that takes time. So don't be afraid to do that. All right. Now, I want to, I just think it's so cute that these were winking back at us. I think it's so cute. I'm going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards. If there's anything else that Spirit wants to tell us. And then I'm going to let you go. Okay? All right. So a few more cards for my collective. Any other messages that you would like to, well, I'm already hearing, tell them that we are so proud of how far they've come. Okay? I need you to own this and hear it and embrace it. Receive it. Your ancestors and guides are so stinking proud of all of the positive changes that you've been making in your life. Okay? That's dead. I'm dead serious about this. Okay? I know we just talked about lightening up. But if there's one message that I would like to get through to you as you're watching this, is how proud your spirit team is. Because this has been hard work for you. Okay? All right. Move. This is 7 of Cups. No. That's a major arcana. I will look up in the guidebook what card that refers to, because I can't. I'm not one of those readers who has all of the numbers memorized. Oh, okay. All right. You may find yourself moving soon. You may be traveling or actually moving. And as you can see in here, this is a picture of a hand fasting. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. Even before I pull those cards, I want to see what card that is. Okay. Act, direct, master, discipline, focus, effort. Now is the time to practice regarding matters of the heart. If you're looking for a relationship, take the initiative to find one. Oh my God, I'm getting so called out right now. You're never going to find anybody if you don't leave the house. La, 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 la. I know. But that's a message for you too, so I'm not alone in this. Take advantage of the many ways to meet a soulmate. This card is about action, action, action. If your current relationship is not moving in the direction you wish, do whatever it is required to shift this direction. You are the master of your own destiny, and that includes your relationships. Don't wait for others to make the first move or set the tone for a relationship. Take charge. Creating and sustaining a good relationship requires discipline. It's not enough to be in a relationship. We must invest in it as well. Be patient and focus on the relationship. Give every relationship the opportunity and time it deserves and whatever it needs to flourish and grow. Now is the time to focus on your needs and the needs of your partner. Make the effort to maintain healthy boundaries for yourself and respect the boundaries of others. Ooh, got a little gnat that decided to get in my eyelashes. While rewarding relationships require effort, there must be a balanced effort from both partners. Perhaps it's time to examine your relationships. Are both partners putting forth equal effort to make the relationship work? Are you comfortable with the amount of effort your relationship requires of you? If any relationship feels draining or it's not worth the effort, then perhaps it's time to move on. I take charge of my relationships is the affirmation, and the traditional tarot archetype is the Chariot. Okay, so, and I should have figured that out from Move. But you know what? I think the reason why I didn't think of the Chariot when I saw the 7 in Major Arcana is the fact that I needed to read that. I think we all needed that message. It's time to get out there. Start forming some relationships. If you're looking for a romantic relationship, like I've been single for a while, my guides keep telling me it's time for me to get out there again, after a long time. It's been a long time. And so I guess it's time for me to get out there. All right. 3, share the love. That's 3 of Pentacles. Open up, which is, I think that's the 4 of Swords, if I'm not mistaken. Let me show you that card. And observe, 12. I'm going to just look up the, let me see what 12 is too. That is the Hanged Man. Okay, so see a different perspective. Boy, it's been a while. I've been doing intuitive readings a lot, and I really do count on the pictures. And so it's kind of neat to see a non-traditional Rider-Waite and see how they're interpreting it and showing me that I need to go back to square one and be like a newcomer with my tarot routine. Okay, and then let me look up. Nope, 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so open up. All right, yeah, you've been hoarding your own time. So have I. It's okay. We're all in this together. And so then the 3 is 3 of Cups. Okay, so open up and get out there is the message. Open up and get out there. We need to take a different perspective. Perhaps on someone who we may have discounted before. Okay, yeah, we need to, this is 9 of Swords. No, red is Swords. No, red is Pentacles. I'm tired. Red is, or blue is Swords. So we've got the 9 of Swords. You know, the fact that I am going all janky with this also is telling me that it may be that you're like, I want it, but no, I don't. I want it, no, I don't. Because I've been the same way. So we need to let go of our anxiety and get out there. Okay? All right. It is happening. Take the helm. Get out there, have some fun. You're probably going to meet someone. And I freaking hate doing love readings, I'm not going to lie, because I don't want to blow smoke up someone's butt and give them false hope for a relationship that's new if it's not meant to be, because I know a lot of readers who, you know, just constantly are like, you know, oh, they're coming back. And that just keeps us in a limerent state. This is not one of those readings. I read what comes out with the cards. And not every single one of these is about love relationships. But you have gotten to the point where it's time for you to get out there and do your thing, Miss Thang or Mr. Thang. All right? That's your reading. And you know, if no one's told you today, know that I love you. Take care.